Today is day 2 of our 30-day diabetes diet and lifestyle plan. If this is the first video you are watching, I strongly recommend going back to day 1 and following the series step by step. This program is designed as a therapeutic journey. Only by completing it from start to finish can you move closer to remission and protect yourself from dangerous complications. We begin a new day. You will see 3 simple but highly effective meals, essential physical activity, and 1 important insight about hidden deficiencies. Today we will talk about vitamin D, breakfast, Greek yogurt with nuts and vegetables before breakfast. As always, start with 1 glass of water. This creates an early feeling of fullness and prepares the stomach for food. Then, a small vegetable salad, cucumber, lettuce leaves, a little greenery. This fills the stomach with fiber and reduces the post-meal blood sugar rise. Today I recommend Greek yogurt without added sugar, combined with walnuts and fresh cucumber. Ingredients: 150 grams of plain Greek yogurt, 20 grams of walnuts, 50 grams of fresh cucumber, finely diced, a small pinch of flax seeds or chia seeds for fiber. Preparation: mix the yogurt with walnuts and seeds, then add the cucumber on top. Nutrients per portion, about 200 grams, 270 kilocalories, 18 grams of protein, 12 grams of fat, about 1.5 grams saturated, 8 grams of carbohydrates, 3 grams fiber, less than 2 grams sugars from dairy protein. Comparison with a typical mistake. A flavored sweet yogurt from the supermarket often contains up to 25 grams of sugar per serving, that is 5 teaspoons. Many people with diabetes think this is a healthy breakfast, but in reality it delivers a sugar explosion. What happens in the body? Protein and fat from yogurt and nuts slow digestion. Seeds add fiber, which further reduces the speed of glucose absorption. As a result, blood sugar rises smoothly without dangerous peaks. Scientific evidence. In 2017, BMJ Open Diabetes Research and Care published a study showing that adding Greek yogurt to the diet of people with diabetes lowered post-meal glucose levels and improved appetite control. Case study. In 2020, researchers in China followed more than 3,000 participants. Those who consumed plain yogurt and nuts had an 18% lower risk of developing metabolic syndrome. Micro conclusion: Greek yogurt with nuts and vegetables is a breakfast that satisfies hunger without damaging the pancreas. Alternative: instead of cucumber, you can add finely chopped parsley, dill, or spinach. This keeps sugars at a minimum and increases fiber. Lunch: stewed turkey with vegetables before lunch. Start with 1 glass of water. Then, a salad of cucumbers and tomatoes with olive oil. Today I recommend turkey fillet, stewed with zucchini and bell pepper. Ingredients: 150 grams of turkey fillet, 100 grams of zucchini, 100 grams of bell pepper, 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Preparation: slice the meat and vegetables. Cook slowly over low heat with olive oil for about 20 minutes. Nutrients per portion: about 350 grams, 340 kilocalories, 36 grams of protein, 14 grams of fat, 2 grams saturated, 12 grams of carbohydrates, 4 grams fiber, 5 grams natural sugars from vegetables. Comparison with a typical mistake: a common lunch mistake is eating dumplings or pasta. A portion contains more than 60 grams of carbohydrates, equal to 12 teaspoons of sugar. That meal provokes a sharp blood sugar spike and afternoon drowsiness. What happens in the body? Protein from turkey stimulates satiety hormones, fiber slows absorption, the liver is not overloaded with glucose, blood vessels are not inflamed, and fat does not accumulate as quickly. Scientific evidence. In 2014, the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition reported that replacing red meat with turkey or chicken reduced C-reactive protein, a marker of inflammation, by 20%. Case study. In Finland, more than 1,500 people were followed for 8 years. Those who ate more white meat instead of red meat had a 25% lower risk of cardiovascular events. Micro conclusion: stewed turkey with vegetables is a lunch that protects blood vessels and reduces inflammation. Alternative: you can steam the turkey fillet instead of stewing. Calories decrease by about 30, but the effect on blood sugar remains the same. Dinner: baked cod with cauliflower. Before dinner, 1 glass of water, then a light salad of lettuce leaves and cucumber. Today I recommend cod fillet baked in the oven with cauliflower. Ingredients: 180 grams of cod fillet, 150 grams of cauliflower, 1 teaspoon of olive oil. Preparation: bake at 180 degrees Celsius for 20 minutes. Lightly brush the cauliflower with oil and roast it alongside the fish. Nutrients per portion: about 330 grams, 280 kilocalories, 35 grams of protein, 9 grams of fat, 1.5 grams saturated, 8 grams of carbohydrates, 3 grams fiber, 3 grams sugars. Comparison with a typical mistake. Evening meals often include bread, pastries, or fried potatoes. That can mean 50 to 60 grams of carbohydrates, 10 to 12 teaspoons of sugar. Such a dinner drives blood sugar high all night, exhausting the pancreas and injuring vessels. What happens in the body? Protein from cod digests slowly, fats are minimal, fiber from cauliflower stabilizes blood sugar. The pancreas finally rests. Scientific evidence. In 2019, the Journal of Nutrition published a study, regular consumption of lean fish reduced triglycerides and improved insulin sensitivity. Case study. In Norway, more than 1,000 people with diabetes were studied. Those who ate fish at least 3 times per week had a 22% lower risk of diabetes progression after 5 years. Micro conclusion. Baked cod with cauliflower is an evening meal that allows the liver to rest and protects the blood vessels overnight. Alternative, you can replace cod with pollock or hake. The effect on blood sugar is the same. Physical activity today, once again, include cardio, walking or cycling, whichever is more available and safe for you, at least 60 minutes in the morning and 60 minutes in the evening. A 2021 Cochrane review showed that regular aerobic training reduced hemoglobin A1C by an average of 0.7%. That is comparable to medication. Bonus block, vitamin D. In 2021, the Lancet Diabetes and Endocrinology published a meta-analysis of 18 studies. People with vitamin D deficiency had a 40% higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes. In 2019, BMJ reported that supplementation with 1,000 to 2,000 international units per day improved insulin sensitivity in people with prediabetes. You can restore vitamin D with safe sun exposure and supplements. Preventive doses up to 2,000 units daily are generally considered safe. But if you have chronic conditions or want higher doses, always discuss this with your doctor. Conclusion. This was the second day of our 30-day journey. We practiced drinking water before meals, starting with salads and choosing protein and vegetables instead of fast carbohydrates. Do not stop. Watch all episodes of this series, and if you joined later, go back to day 1 and follow from the beginning. Most importantly, share this video with a friend or family member who has diabetes or prediabetes. For them, this may prevent a heart attack, blindness, or dialysis. Tomorrow brings a new day, a new menu, and another essential insight. Subscribe and stay with us.